Hello my friends and welcome back to another beautifully polygonal day here on my procedurally generated community Minecraft server. I'm over here at my ship having a good time, just recovered the files. If you weren't listening last time, I can't rhyme time with time, can you? I was working on some projects, or actually I'd started this project and gone on family vacation. That is to say, I went to visit family. You know, you're not really vacationing when you do that. You're running around everywhere saying hi to everybody. But I came back and the files were gone. So I got a hold of my system admin guy, Alex, and he was able to dig up the overworld file. And here it is, and I am going to be trying to rebuild it up and get it out there as soon as I'm done moving into my own house. I got a house move coming up next week, the week after, and by the time you see this, so I will be working on that. So I want to get these done, these bits individually done before I open it back up as a community server, but it will be a community server here very, very soon, I think. And this is the cannon that I worked on last time, except last time it blew up all of this stuff, but I've done some things to make it better. I've actually had the cannon come out from the ship a little bit, and I've got some obsidian reinforcing. And in fact, I've used obsidian for a lot of the decorative bits here too. And as you can see, it's on rails, so you can slide it in and out. And I have some furnaces here to kind of keep the decorative bits similar on both sides. But my math in my testing world, my redstone testing world, led me to believe that this is probably the best formula for me, for my purposes. We'll have to check that out in a little bit because I need to go get some gunpowder and sand. I have sand. I need gunpowder. I think 8 Ravens might have some over there in his chest. I might borrow a couple to fill these guys up and give you another look at it. And I've started getting ready for the next one, but I'm definitely going to need to make more dispensers. And for dispensers and furnaces, and we're going to need redstone. I need cobblestone, and I need redstone, and I need obsidian if I want it to be decorative. So those are things I need to go digging for, so I might go do a 1-hour digging session. In fact, I will be. But one of the things I really need is string in order to make dispensers. You need string to make bows and bows to make dispensers. So, man, I got to do that too. I'm thinking that maybe I'll work on a, what's the word I'm looking for? Spider-only mob farm. And just kind of, you know what, I could probably house that down below deck. And get that going. And I know it wouldn't be super efficient, but it should work a little bit, especially if I pillar up, 120 blocks or so and make it the only thing within range that could spawn. That might help a little bit. All right, so let's go out here and take a look at the cannon. I need to, I like the idea of this being the bottom part. Hold on. I made this boat and I'm not even using it right. So I like the idea of this being the bottom part of the cannon and this just kind of being the round bit that comes out. But I'm definitely, like I was alluding to there, going to need to replace that block with obsidian, which I have on me. No! Oh! Okay. Just remember not to hold shift while you're doing it, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Am I in this? This will kind of take away some of the rounded aspect of it, but I think that it's going to be a better cosmetic look. Okay, let's see here. Or is it? Why is that like that? Oh. Oh, man. Okay, back in the boat. I can't actually click on the furnace, so let me click on that. That's not where I wanted that to be. Oh, man, and I really don't want to have to dig that out, especially since I can't. All right, I'll come back to this. You don't need to see that. But I think the thing I'm going to do is go around to the other side because I don't have a way in over here. Let's take a look around the ship. Actually, I'm going to come out here a little bit and see how that cannon looks. I really do like the community area. I can't wait to get this back up and running again. So I'm thinking one cannon there, one cannon there, one cannon there, one cannon there. So we'll have 4 big cannons, right? And because that is pretty obtrusive looking. But we'll have 4 big cannons, and then I'll do like one cannon thing, or maybe I'll do those here. Okay, so that would be like the subdecking one, and then I'll do stuff up here. Except these will be, you know what? Fireworks. Fireworks instead. So there'll be dispensers with fireworks, and up here dispensers with arrows. I don't know, or maybe I'll go look for some other cannon models. So I don't know. From here, that looks pretty good, I think. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. Let me know what you think. Does that look like a pretty cool cannon? Yeah, I think so. And look, you can kind of see the lighting effect that I was telling you about before. All right, so let me go scope out that area over there. Let me go do that 1-hour mining session, get some things, straighten that up, get some more redstone, some more obsidian. See what I'm talking about with these lighting things? It's weird, huh? And get that done, and then head over to the bow of the ship. The 4. And, oh, I already had one here. And check out whether or not I have space down below to put in a spider-only farm. I don't know. We're right here. I'm so close I want to go see. So hold on. Let's go take a look real fast. All right. Things to do. 1 hour mining session for obsidian. And let me get that off my hotbar so I don't inadvertently place another one. And obsidian and redstone. And if this is 1 floor, water stream, block, or block and water stream, block, slab, half slab. It could fit in here. I could fit a spider-only spawner in here. Huh. I think I can. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This could work out pretty good. It could be the exact same size as this water stream here. And then, okay, let me go do some digging and we'll get back to this in just a second. Oh, look at my iron farm working as intended. I should go over there. Actually, I'm going to need to go over there because I just spent the last hour digging around and look at all the cobble I got and all of the obsidian. So that's going to do pretty well for what I think is going to be the 4 main guns, 8 main guns. These will be decorative. I'll have them like pulled back so that they're not actually protruding out through the portholes, and that'll work out just fine. But I definitely think that I'm going to need to do a spider farm. I don't have nearly enough string. So what I've done is I've taken the liberty of going ahead and putting together some pistons. I also am going to need some hoppers. So let me go get a bunch of hoppers. Well, I say get hoppers, but what I mean is get iron and make hoppers. Let's see here. Let's just pull that bar down there. Let's make some boxes here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. 8. No, I'm going to need more than that. 16. I might need more than that. Okay, let's do 24 chests. And 24 times 5 is 100 and something. I believe it's 125-ish because I'm trying to round. Alright, so let's do this. And boom. And boom. And we'll get those. And we'll do it again. Bam, bam, bam. Boom. Pretty close, pretty close. Alright, and I actually need a couple of chests. I'll just use those. Alright, so let's go make a spider farm. I've been thinking about it, and I need string. And I thought for sure, by the time I really needed a bunch of dispensers, somebody would have digging around in one of the holes out there that Minecrafters tend to dig around in. Surely one of them would have found a spider spawner, but that was not the case. So let me see, how am I going to do this? Well, give it some headroom, or here at the very end? Yeah, let's do it here at the very end. Okay, so why isn't this placing? There we go. We'll do this. There we go. And hoppers for days. I'm going to need signs also. So what's going to happen here... hold on. Let me go ahead and just set up a template here real fast. As you can see, I'm just running them back into the middle from here. Alright, so what's going to happen is this block above here has to be an opaque block. Oh, I don't have any half slabs? Alrighty, well, we know how to fix that real fast. Hold on. Okay, don't fall. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have a bunch of spiders, and we'll use dirt for now. They're going to come up here, and above this... Do I make this glass? No, I'd have to make that something like a stair block or something. Do I have a stair block here? No. Okay, temporary block. That will be like a stair block or something, right? And the water will stream to here, and then I'm going to put a sign here, and then up here is going to be a solid water block. All right? So as the spiders come flowing through here, and this will be a half slab, they'll flow in, and they'll pick up, and then they'll get in here, and they'll get drowned. And that's how I'll collect spider silk. or string, as it were. Okay, but for that to happen, this needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be a water source or a drop down. So if I make it a drop down, that gives me this one, which will go back another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I need it to flow and then drop and then flow. But do I want to make it that long? How wide would it then be? How wide would it then be? No, I think that's all I want for it to be, actually, is just that little bit. I need a new helmet. Just this bit that comes to here. Okay, so what did we do? Let's do the count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is where the water will be. Right, and this is where a piston will be. That will, in theory, if I put that in the right spot, well, they're all gonna, oh no, they're all gonna have to go up there. Is it straight up abutting it? And then down, and then a half slab there. Huh, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of math here. A little bit of math here. And get this built to where it really needs to be. Okay, so right there. No, I want it here so I can power it up on top. Alright, so right now there's a half slab that's covering it up. Or could I? Yeah, because if this is as far as it is, I can most definitely get... Yeah, I'll build a hopper clock in here. Traditional ethos hopper clock. I believe people tend to credit him for that. And this will be the spider spawner. So what will happen is this block will be open. It will have power to... Oh, how am I going to get power to it? I'll have to run... Oh, man. Alright, I'm going to think about how I'm going to get this done, but essentially there's going to be a water source here. This will be powered. The hopper clock will go on and off, and when it's powered, the water will be stopped, and that allows spiders to spawn on these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. That doesn't feel like much, but it'll be this wide, so... And when it's unpowered, it'll rise up and then water will flow. Alright, let me get a little bit more of it built out and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, we've made a little headway here. I've got the spawning platform ready to go. I've got a light source here that will be covered up. It will only be lighting up this upper section stuff here because I don't want to bring it down. I don't want to fill in the bottom either, as I have before. I think I want this to be kind of like a standalone, see everything that is kind of structure, and then we'll go from there, right? So let me go ahead and finish putting in these signs. Bam, bam. And let me kind of show you what these are going to look like. All right, so the water source is going to be back behind there, right? And when the piston is up, it'll be flowing, and it'll flow to right there. Now, it doesn't look like anything special now, but watch what happens when I put a full water block there. See how it flows up like that? Okay, so that's going to be like that at every one of these along here. Right, so water will be coming from here and it'll flow there. And then it'll flow up into this section here. And actually, I will need a top on this. So I will be putting a top on all of this as well. Or at least there. Maybe I will just run it across there, like a little half slab. I don't know, we'll see. But that's where the spiders will be forced up in there, along with their own tendency to climb, and they'll start to drown right there. Now, you might be wondering, what about that air block right there? Well, trust me, I've gone into testing worlds, and it's worked before, in the past in other survival worlds, so should work this time. They'll get pushed up in there, and they might not die right away, but eventually they'll turn and start to drown, and then they will vanquish in that fashion. So let me go ahead and get these out of there. Alright, so the dirt obviously is just here to kind of hold that water in while I showed you. I need to put in the roof, which will be at this level, right? And that will give us 1.5 blocks, which will allow mobs to spawn, but only spiders, because spiders are the only mob that's less than 1.5 tall. And then they'll flow down to here, and they'll be vanquished in the vanquishing chamber. So really all I have to do now is put in the side walls, which I've decided are going to be stairs up and stairs down, right? And put in the redstone for this hopper chain here. I say hopper chain, but I meant to say piston chain. Boom, 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 boom. So what I'll end up doing is just running one... Actually, this is going to work out better than I thought it was when I was pre-planning. So I'll just run one wire, you know, up along the side of here. We'll do a a hopper clock here, and when the hopper clock punches, it'll come up here and run across and get them all down. I'll run into a repeater to make sure it works. So let me go ahead and get more of this in and get the clock going, and hopefully we'll have it done next time you come back. So hang in there a second. Okay, my friends, one more quick update here. I've gone ahead and closed in most of it. All that's left now is to put in the roof aspect of it, which will come just underneath that light source, so nothing inside will be lit up, but everything up here will be. I moved the redstone back a square because every time the pistons extended or retracted, one of the two, I don't remember which, the redstone would pop off of it. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense because it's not on this side, it's on the flat side. But okay, whatever. Let me put down some repeaters and blocks, and then I did it that way, and it still didn't work. So, all right, fine, whatever. We're going to back it up here and put it back to this back section here. The side framing is pretty much done. As you can see, it's not the most glamorous looking bit, but it's dark and gloomy and foreboding, so it kind of gives you the idea that it's a spider spawner, or at least, you know, something that's going to be spawning. And this switch is the line wherein my hopper clock will come eventually. Let me show you what all the water looks like now. It's going to be a little bit difficult getting around that edge, but that's okay. So now all the water flows and goes that way. Right on. Okay, so let me go ahead and put in the roof, and then put in the clock, and then take an hour and see how it turns out. Alright, back in a second. Alright, everybody, we're back here, and it looks like we're completely finished, I think, for this part. I've got the redstone line here, and I've got it coming down from a repeater from a hopper clock. Now, it looks a little ugh, because I suppose I could find a way to run it off of this, but this will almost always have something in it, because the way this works is you put in, say, 64 of these items, and it causes a pulse, right? And they're in there, and they're filtering into there. Now, this won't filter back because the redstone block is powering it, so it'll hold on to it. But when this empties, there will no longer be a pulse here, so this will unpower. This will still be powered with all of those, which will happen very soon, and it'll push it back, thus removing the power from that line. Sticky pistons! Ah! Hold on, give me just a second. Alright, sticky pistons. Bam! So now it should be working. That was a block update, so these guys are going to filter out. Right now the water inside is flowing because the pistons are up, so the water is flowing. Let's see if any spiders happen to have spawned in there while we were doing that. Unlikely. Unlikely. Possible, but unlikely. Alright, so that's not much of a spawning spot, right? What did we just say it was? 9 wide by 7 deep, really? And this thing is going back and forth and doing its magic? So that will continue popping back and forth. That'll reach 0, detracting this. Sticky piston will pull that redstone. This one will be powered. That block will then update because this is moving. And over it will go, and then this thing will start filtering the other way. Alright, so power on. Almost out. Switching, power off. Alright, but as you can see, there's only going to be a split second where this line wouldn't have power. So there's probably a way I could make it, T flip-flop, maybe? So every time it's off power, falling edge? Maybe. No, I don't think that would work well. Maybe it would. Hold on, if I put like a torch here, I don't know. But for now, this works. This gets it done. So what's next? Well, it's not going to be super effective right now because mobs will spawn. Well, they won't spawn while I'm right next to it, which makes it even all the more reason foolish for me to have looked to see if there's going to be anything. But what I can do is, let's say this floor is 5 up, so let me go ahead and pillar up 120 or so spots, and we'll just do that with this, and I've got that. Okay, so we know that it's about right here, right? There's that ladder down, it's about right here. So let me go ahead and put down a half slab here and start pillaring up. And what I'll do is do a 1 hour AFK session to see if I get any spiders at all in there. Because the idea is if I'm up 120 blocks and things will only spawn, well, I'll say 115, so 64 plus I'll need another 40. 34. 64 plus 34 is 98, correct? So then we'll do these, and then we'll go up another 10, and then that should be pretty cool. And man, this should give us a pretty good view here in a second. So what I'll do is I'll come up here, and I'll be AFK for an hour, and maybe some things will spawn over there on this little island section here. Maybe a little bit over on that sand over there, maybe back over there, but mostly everything is going to be only spawnable like in that little section down there. So there might be some on that little island, but hopefully this will help prevent mobs from spawning anywhere else than like 120 away from me. Okay, so then this should be enough. Whew. Look at the view. I'm up above the clouds. So much water. Oh man, this looks pretty cool. Alright, so I'm going to go AFK for an hour. Fingers crossed. We'll get some string, and then we'll be able to, wow, make our cannons. And then you'll get the big payola, because this thing actually fires pretty good. So I'll put some TNT in there, and we'll fire off one of those, alright? To celebrate. Or in frustration. We'll see in 1 hour. Alright, gang, it's been a couple hours, actually, and wow, you can really see that light effect through there. And as you can see, there are some mobs spawning on my ship. I suspected they spawned on that platform and came out. But what we really want to look at are, wow, this island. Look at all those mobs on that island. And over here, quite a few over here as well. Okay, so what we've got here is they're within the spawn range, right? The radius of 122 blocks, I believe it is. It's probably 128 for reasons that should be apparent to you CPU-type people. But, yeah, but they're not spawning over there, nor are they spawning over there. So it's just kind of right in here and right over here. And those are two things that I can probably take care of. I could get rid of this whole island right here, for example, and that whole island, for example. And that might get the job done. But this is clearly making them spawn really, really tightly in the only available spots there are to spawn on. So here's hoping that down below we have some spiders that spawned during the daytime. You know, presumably they would have. Let me go ahead and let that drop for a bit. I'm not tearing it down because I might want to have to come up here again and use some ladders. Obviously, I'm not going to, obviously now, in hindsight, I'm not going to be able to use it as the forward mast because that's going to be far, far too high. I already thought that was too high for this ship, but maybe not then. No, probably. So, you know, we'll have to do that. Okay, let me go ahead and jump down in here and see how far we're going to go. Probably pretty far. Yeah, all the way. Let's get down here, back in the water. And that'll finish eventually. Oh, all these effects. Okay. But let's go down there, down below, and see if... Weren't there some mobs down here? Oh, man, where did they go? There's a spider. I need those. Okay, let me go down below. Maybe I can reset my bed. Nope, there's mobs right on the other side of that wall. No! I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, I got to fix that. But let's see. Let's see. All right, the big payoff. Were there any spiders at all? Yes. Yes, there were. That's quite a bit, actually. I'm pretty happy about that. Excellent. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It works. Wowza. Wow, that's a lot, actually. So, what is that? 9, 4, 37, 27, 30, 30... Wait a minute. 18, 27, 36. Yeah, 36. 37. Okay. I don't know why. My was... Oh, I'm so accustomed to doing base 8, I suppose. But there you go. It's working. Awesome. So now I can make some dispensers and get some things done. But that's going to have to wait because I've got way, way too much lag. And that's about all the time I have. Anyways, my friends, thank you very much for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Next episode, I'm going to go AFK again. I'm going to use the spider strings to make some more dispensers and finish those cannons and set some awesome explosions. This is going to be awesome. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this content so far, do please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, please do consider subscribing for more content coming again very, very soon. Until next time, however, thank you again for watching. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.